different. The first place we saw was like a public square. It represented a slightly different type of wall. It was a place where people were supposed to go and drink mate and relax in the afternoon. To be honest, the only people using that square were a couple of drunks who were sleeping there today, but generally it has been made a lot nicer since they have painted it, and people do go and play chess on the chessboards and do all kind of nice sort of community activities. The second one was someone's house. It was just their private property and they offered it up to whoever who came and painted it. This is a squat. There's a lot of squats in Buenos Aires. Partly because there's a lot of empty buildings, partly because squatting laws are massively in favour of the squatter. If you get into a building, it can take up to 25 years for the owners to get you out again. So if you get a place like this, it kind of becomes yours. They're not allowed to evict families with young children, they're not allowed to evict people who are ill. So if you can prove that you've got a baby in the house or someone's ill and vulnerable, like, you stay there until the baby is older or the person stops being ill and vulnerable. So there are a lot of buildings like this. Sometimes you'll see really nice buildings dotted around town that will have all the windows and doors bricked up. And it's just because the developers are terrified of people getting in, because once they're in they can't sell it anymore. This is a space that someone's got into, so they've actually got, the doors have been partially bricked up, but they've got in one way or another because we can hear that they've got music. So this is something painted utterly without any permission at all, because there's no one's permission to ask. If you've squatted a building, you don't really get too much say in terms of who paints on the outside of your wall, I guess. Sorry? I don't know actually. I don't know if it's connected or not. I don't know if it's like just rigged in from local cables, but it kind of represents something different, because here's, no one's going to complain. And certainly from all the businesses and the residents around, hell is not going to complain. Having a squat on your doorstep is not necessarily a massively attractive thing to do. Having two giant works of art on your doorstep is. So it's quite a nice idea of, like, I don't know, putting a different cover on an appropriated space and just making it something that has a little bit more value. It's a kind of a beautiful building as well, but it's massively neglected. It's fallen to state of disrepair. It's partially bricked up, but at least this way it's got two pretty impressive works of art on the outside.